Good morning, BNI. Jeremy Brown here with another education moment, this time focusing on cross-chapter visits. More particularly, cross-chapter visit do's and don'ts. Starting with, do visit other BNI chapters. If you didn't already know, as members of BNI, we are allowed to and even encouraged to visit other BNI chapters in our region and around the world. It's a great way to expand your network, to find new referral partners, and maybe even get some new ideas to take back to your own chapter. Now, don't step on any toes while you're there. If you want to visit another chapter, be mindful of who all of the members of that chapter are. If they already have someone in your seat, don't just show up and try to outshine them. You're likely to make an enemy out of that member, and for everyone else in the room who recognizes what's going on, it's just going to be awkward. Either way, not good for you. So instead, you should call that member in advance to see how receptive they are to your visit. If they are open to having you visit, then the two of you can brainstorm about services that only you provide, which you can then promote during the meeting, and avoid the overlapping services that you both provide. Next, do register yourself as a guest prior to the meeting. It's a good idea to let the other chapter know that you're coming so that they can be prepared for your visit and maybe even promote your visit in advance to the other members and especially the members who would be natural referral partners for you. Don't try to steal members or visitors. If you need an electrician in your chapter and you happen to find yourself sitting next to an electrician, don't try to convince them to follow you back to your home chapter. You wouldn't like it if they stole your members or visitors, so don't do it to them. Instead, do ask if she has a sister. Not literally, of course. I'm referring to the figure of speech, when your buddy starts dating an amazing woman, you don't try to steal her away from him. You ask him, does she have a sister? In the same vein, and in the context of BNI, you shouldn't try to steal members or visitors from another BNI chapter, but you can say something along the lines of, I see many industries here that are not represented in my chapter. If any of your colleagues have an interest in joining BNI, I would love an introduction to them so I can invite them to come visit my group. Next up, don't contradict leadership. If you're visiting another chapter and they choose to include one-to-ones in their I have reporting, don't stand up and say, actually, according to the BNI chapter operations manual. Remember that you are a guest in their house, a guest that they don't have to invite back for another visit. Also, keep in mind that infighting sets a terrible tone for any visitors who might be in the room. If a visitor sees that members are bickering during the formal meeting, they're going to be a lot less likely to submit an application to join. Finally, do share this video with a friend in another BNI chapter, because their members might find this information useful as well. And that's it for today, my friends. Until next time, you've been educated.